Um, we just got another recap episode, everybody. Who asked for this? Who even needed this? Is there anyone out there who could not follow the, two things that have happened since the last recap episode? I mean, it's so hard to remember the past 2-3 duels of Yusaku's. Not because they're so complicated, mostly just because they're getting to the point where I just mesh them all together and don't care anymore. Yeah, this was pretty pointless. I don't really care about anything we saw. A lot of it was stuff we all saw coming a million miles away, like Yusaku's bad past. Did we really need this? Could you have just saved what little money it took to make a recap episode and just put it into better quality animation as a whole? Or hell, if having a filler episode was really that important because you very clearly mapped this story out and couldn't figure out how to make it 3 years long, and you very clearly don't really know what to do with your duels because it's very clear the people working on this aren't comfortable with card game action, if you all couldn't tell. Couldn't have done maybe a filler episode with Aoi? I would much rather watch an Aoi filler episode than Yusaku staring out at a Yusei reference. Hell, do 25 minutes of Aoi washing her hair. I mean, she doesn't have a lot of hair, but just anything better than a recap episode. You had 25 minutes in an anime that is going to run for 3 years straight. Now, there are dozens of anime that come out every year that are forced to try and cram their story content into a 13-episode time span. There are anime that get more time and then choose to try and develop their world. If we're using current anime, Little Witch Academia did this beautifully. 25 episodes of what is mostly filler, but what is so enjoyable and entertaining and giving such interest to the world around you, it doesn't matter. My Hero Academia is now at 37 episodes and has successfully been able to give a great, fun, compelling story. You guys are going to have 3 years, and I can essentially count what has happened on this show on both my hands. That's not a good sign. Now, the thing is that, again, I wouldn't mind a filler episode. Take 25 minutes to develop characters further, or do things with the characters you've already developed. Why not put Yusaku in a social setting? Why not put him in a situation where, even if it won't advance the story, at least let me learn something about him. At least let me go through something. At least humanize him in a way that doesn't have to involve tragedy or his awkwardness. Do something different with him. Why do you think many of people's favorite episodes of a lot of TV shows and animes are the ones that stuck out because they did something different? Why do you think, like I used those examples before, why do you think those shows can have a lot of filler but still be more liked than shows that get directly to the point? Why? Because they use their time for important things. Not 25 minutes of retelling plot points you guys already told and dragged out as long as possible. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a very intelligent, very passionately made property. Treat it as such, and do it. That's all I got, guys. There's really nothing else. If I were to pick a positive or two that happened, the Ignis and robot scenes were funny. Honestly, it's more pointless, but I guess I enjoyed this recap episode a bit more just because of that, but just why? Just stop. Just do something more with your animation, damn it. But that's it for this week. Not a lot to say. Why do you think last week I went into a discussion about something else and about that? Just sometimes I just don't really find myself with much to say. But as for the TCG question of the week, the legendary decks come out on Friday. The Yugi one is hype because of the Dark Magician Fusion as well as the reprints. The Yusaku one is hype. Yugioh one is hype because of reprints. And then the middle one, the Zane one, No one seems that interested, which is a shame, because I think a lot of the Cyber Dragon stuff is fun. But it does stand to mention there really is no reason for it. So I want to know, if you could have picked any other character to get a deck, whether they have new support or if they have to make something up, who would it be and why? Hell, they don't even have to be dragon decks. Who cares? Tell that in the comment section below, and as always, click to like and click subscribe, and hell, at least next episode looks really good.